Hey friends, it's Kelly and welcome back to Mama Needs a Goal. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're new here, welcome. So today's video is all about the Grinch that stole Christmas. I just have a cute little appetizer and dessert that I wanted to share with you that is Grinch themed. I've been doing this for years. Pretty much I think when my kids were in elementary school I started making these appetizer and dessert, and it's just so much fun and the kids really enjoy it. It just adds that extra special feeling, and it actually became a tradition, to be honest with you. So I thought I would share it with you. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Friends, we are going to start with our Grinch Guacamole. I'm going to quickly go over the ingredients with you before we get started. We're going to need some avocados. I have 2, 4, 6 avocados because they are on the very small side, if you can see that. Normally I use 4 when they're larger, but today I have 6 because they're small. We're going to be using 2 packages of the McCormick guacamole mix, 1 red pepper, a couple olives, green olives with the red pimento in the middle, and then some sour cream. And we're going to be using the leaves off of the celery stalk. And then I have a freezer bag here. We're going to put the sour cream in this and cut off the tip and use it as a bag to pipe the sour cream out. You can use the sour cream that comes in the squeezable. That would work too. Or you can just use a piping bag, or or just use this. So let's go ahead, turn the camera down now and get started. All right, my friends. So I have a bowl here that I'm going to use to mix up my guacamole. I'm going to go ahead and cut the avocados in half. And the last one. Okay, just going to go ahead and just do a quick squeeze just like that because we don't need to save them. And you can just squeeze that a tiny bit. You can see that, and then it pops right out. I'm going to squeeze that in there. All right, so I have them in there. I'm going to take my fork and just kind of mash this up a little bit. This really isn't a lot. I think I might add one more avocado. These are so tiny compared to what I normally buy. I bought a bag of them, and I really wasn't paying attention to the size. I was paying attention to the ripeness because I wanted to make sure they were ripe for when I made this. And I just didn't catch how small they were. So that one had a huge seed in the middle. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just mashing this up, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and take, the package is 1 package for 2 ripe avocado. I'm using 2 packages, though I am using 7 avocados. They were very small. So I actually think I'm going to use a packet and a half just because they were on the small side. But normally you would just go ahead and follow the directions on the package for regular size avocados. Okay, just like that. You see that? Now I'm going to mix this up really well and get that seasoning all through it. Just like that. It's mixing nice. Get a good look at that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and move this all off to the side. So we can get tray here. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and prep this. I have a hard time getting jars open. I just take it. Did you hear that pop? I just take the tip of a teaspoon, because if you notice, it's a little bit pointier, and it pops it. There we go. So I'm going to take out 2 olives. We want to make sure they have the pit in the middle. I'm going to get 2 nice even ones. There we go, that's perfect. They're about the same. Get the same size. There we go. About the same. So they're about the same size. Okay. And then I'm going to take, that olive doesn't have a pit in it. I'm going to take this olive here. Where's my knife? There it is. I'm going to cut down the olive. I'm going to get out the pit. Or not pit, what's that called? Pimento. And take that out and hold that to the side and eat the olive. I'm going to head and take this off. I just want 2 little pieces that are similar to the same size. So these 2 here are pretty much the same size, and you'll see what we're going to do with that in a minute. And then we're going to go ahead and take our red pepper. I'm going to cut off the bottom here like this, and then clean out the center. Now I'm going to be using this as the hat, so I kind of want the longest. See how I accidentally sliced it on the thing, but see, this is going to be like kind of like the hat. So I'm going to cut like that. It's probably a little bigger than I want it. So we're going to come in like this. I'm going to try to keep like a little bit of a point at the top, like that. Kind of like a triangle. And these peppers here I'll use for stir fry later, so don't throw that out. So I have that done, so I'm going to put that to the side. Put my tray down. And now I'm going to go ahead, take my baggie. I'm going to open up the sour cream here. I just like to prep things and have it ready ahead of time. I'm just going to scoop some in, just like that. Probably about 3 tablespoons is all I'm going to need. Put that off to the side, just like that, my friends. I'm not going to put the hole in it yet until I'm ready. I'm going to just have it down. Just make it into like a little pastry bag. Okay, so now we have our guacamole that we mixed up. We're going to go ahead and scoop that in the tray. We want to bring it down here, like not quite in the middle, just a tad bit off from the middle. Just piling it up in a little pile here like this. And you see that? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is spread out some of the sides, and I'm going to bring it down into a little bit of a point. We're going to kind of create like a little heart shape. Okay. You see how I'm doing that? Like that. Whoops. That wasn't good. See how I'm creating like a heart? Can you see that? String in there from the guacamole. There we go. I'm just creating a heart. Just like that. And you kind of want it the same thickness around, so you want to just play with it a little bit. Okay. And you're basically creating a heart. And then we're going to take some more guacamole at the top here. You want to keep that little puffed out because that's where the cheek bone is. You know how the Grinch, when he smiles, he's got that little bit of jaw that sticks out. So you want to make sure that you keep that little heart shape there, because that will be part of the Grinch's cheeks. Let's get the last little bit here. Alright, so I'm going to put this right here just to make sure I'm good with it. I'm going to put it off to the side as if, you know how the Santa's hat comes off? So we're going to do that. Just want to get a feel for where things are. Then I'm going to take my knife and I'm drawing in some eyebrows. Just right in the guacamole. You can, if you want, you can add black olives, slices of black olives. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. You have the eye there like that. So we're going to tuck that in right below the eyebrow. Actually, this one will work. I really didn't need two. That worked out perfectly. Okay, so we have the two eyes like that. Or you can turn it over. I kind of like this way as well. I think I like that way better. What do you think? Yeah, I think I like that side better. So we're going to turn it over. So see how that's the reason why I got two out, because you don't have that on that one. But I do like that way better. So I'm going to cut the second one in half and put it down like that. There we go. I think I like that much better. And I know this looks a little odd right now, but you'll see what I'm doing in a minute. Just doing some eyebrows there. And then we're going to go ahead with the pimento that I took out of the other olive. We're just going to build up his nose a little bit, make it like puffy there. And then I'm going to stick this right on it, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of come down a little bit with the knife, and we're going to do kind of like a heart-shaped line in the face, like that. You guys see that? I hope you can see that. And again, you can use black olives if you want to make it more defined. You see how I have that line? It's almost like a heart shape. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead, take my sour cream. I'm going to cut the tip off. Make sure you don't get that little piece of plastic in the sour cream or in the guacamole. Ah, shoot. Wasn't supposed to do that, friends. Heck on it. I told you, whenever you're with me, I'll just eat it. Get another olive. I told y'all, whenever you're with me, I have a tendency to always have a kitchen blooper. As you saw, again, another kitchen blooper. There we go. Okay. Don't do what I do and carry this over. So we're just going to go ahead and make the fur that's around the Santa hat. Can you see that? You guys see that? That turned out cute. And then if you want, you can add a little bit of fur just down here around the neck. And I'm just squeezing and swirling. You see that? Isn't that cute? Just building it up a little bit. Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to take my little greenery from the olives, or not olives, from the celery. We're going to make like little eyelashes from it, like that. And there you go, my friends. Is that adorable or what? That's it. Quick and easy. So now we're going to go ahead and make our dessert. And what this dessert is if you watch the Grinch cartoon, you'll know that Max, the Grinch's dog, he dressed him up as a reindeer to guide his sleigh. And we're basically going to go ahead and make a cute little dessert that looks like Max. So the ingredients are very simple. This is an easy one to make. We're going to need a box of graham crackers, some small little pretzels, some chocolate, M&Ms. We're only going to be using the red M&Ms, so if you can find the holiday ones, that green and red ones, you're probably better off. We're going to need some little eyeballs. I don't know if you remember when I made my Thanksgiving veggie tray. These are the eyeballs that I bought. I got these at Walmart in the baking section for the holidays, and it actually has little noses in there as well for reindeer. And that is it as far as ingredients. We're going to need some wax paper and a bowl to melt our chocolate in. So let's go ahead and turn the camera down and get started. Alright, my friends, so I went ahead and prepped everything. I pulled out my red M&Ms, and I have to tell you, please make sure you buy the red and green M&Ms, or if you can find, I don't know if they sell just red, out of this huge bag here. This is all the M&Ms that I was able to get out of the red ones, and there's 22 in there. I went ahead and put in 22 sets of eyes, not 22 eyes, so there's 44 eyes, because you want to have two. I went ahead and broke up my graham crackers. I just broke them in half, And then again, so they were broke in quarters, so you get that size. And then, blooper here, I did not realize it, but I picked up the Bold and Zesty pretzels. These should be plain. When I pulled it out, I was like, why is there this film on the pretzel? And sure enough, I read the bag. So what I did was, I just took a pretzel, broke them in half, and got this little shape like that. For these, I went ahead and wiped them off with a paper towel, and the coating came right off of it, so they will work. But keeping it real here, friends, I messed up, grabbed the wrong ones. So I just took 11 pretzels out and broke it in half to get 22 pieces of pretzels, because if you remember, Max only had the one antenna. And then I opened up my chocolate melt and just cut off one row of the chocolate, and then I cut it into quarters. So we're gonna go ahead and put our chocolate. I actually am probably gonna cut it in half again, just to help the melting process. My microwave has a chocolate melt button on it, and so I just use that. If you do not have that, just follow the directions on the package of the chocolate melt. I think, you know, depending on the brand that you buy, it's going to be a little different. So I'm going to go ahead, put this in the microwave, come back, and then we're going to get started. All right, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up and see how it looks. Looks like I need to put it in just for a tad bit longer. So let's put it back in again. All right, my friends, I think we are there. Even though it has a little bit of lumps, if you start stirring it, it melts those lumps. So you want to go ahead and just get those stirred up real quick. All right, you want to make sure your bowl's big enough that you can just drop in the graham cracker. So we're going to go ahead and put that in just like that. I'm going to try using my, what is this called? Oh my gosh, drawing a blank. What are they called? Tongs. Oh, good Lord. Just put it in just like that. See, and I'm dropping down the curvy side or the top of it so the back is flat. Put that down like that. All right, so I got about 5 done right now. So what I want to do is go ahead, I'm gonna put the eyes on these. I hope you guys can see. There we go. We're gonna go ahead, put it on upside, dropped it upside down. Oh my gosh. You gotta be careful. All right, let's get those eyes on. Dropped that right on there, didn't I? Go ahead and put my nose on. And then we're putting in our little top. All right, go ahead and do another one. You gotta be really careful with the eyes that you don't drop them, because, yeah, experience here. Then we're gonna go ahead and just put our pretzel, broken pretzel at the top. There like that. They're really cute. I'll give you guys a close-up when we're done, but can you see? The hardest part is not dropping it, to be honest with you. They're so small. There we go. I like that a little better. All right, my friends, there it is. Oh, I just noticed I missed the eyes there. So I'm just going to take a little bit of chocolate, put it in there like that, and then just set my eyeballs right in there like that. So it is easy if it does dry quickly on you to go ahead and get it. Got some chocolate on the nose. I'm going to wipe that off. And there you have it, my friends. It is that easy. Let me go ahead and take the camera down and give you a close-up of it. All right, my friends, so here is a close-up of Max, the Grinch's dog. Is that adorable or what? And you could actually even break these in half and do 2 and just make Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer if you'd like. That would work as well. I was just going with the Grinch theme and thought this would be fun. Alright, my friends, so that'll do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it. As I said before, when my kids were little, they loved the Grinch, and it was just so much fun. We used to watch the Grinch movie. It was just a family tradition. So you could have, you know, this as a dessert and watch the movie, or have the guacamole and have some tacos for dinner, have this for dessert with the movie and watch the Grinch, and start a new family tradition. So I'm hoping this had inspired you. If even if your kids are adults and still live at home, start a new tradition now. It's never ever too late. You don't need to wait or feel like you lost out because they're older. This is still fun for the adults too. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Also, I am going to put a link to a blog that has a recipe. It's a Grinch Drink. This recipe a friend of mine used to make for St. Patrick's Day, but it works perfectly to go with the Grinch theme as well. So I will go ahead and link that blog down there for you as well, because it really is a cool drink. So friends, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe, because it really does help me out a lot. And if you haven't already, checked me out over on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and Twitter, I would appreciate it as well. It's all under Mama Needs a Goal. I am very active on Facebook and Instagram. So friends, thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.